Once the founder of an organization leaves, does the performance of the organization go down? Does the top management lose interest in the organization? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. In most cases, the company doesn't do as well, in most cases, when the founder leaves. Because the founder doesn't care about bureaucracy. The founder doesn't care about red tape or basically holding tons of meetings so that they can look good in front of everybody else. They don't give a damn. The founder just cares about how the company does, and they're long-term focused. Like Jeff Bezos, he doesn't care about investors as much, right? And that's a good thing because he's long-term focused. Jeff Bezos doesn't even get on the quarterly earnings calls. He doesn't care. I've listened to a gazillion Microsoft earnings calls when Bill Gates was CEO, and he rarely got on the call. Same thing with Larry Ellison. He does sometimes, whatever, when he wants to talk about the competition, which is funny. But they're long-term focused. They don't care. And the only way to be successful in business is to be long-term focused. It's like in investing. So traders are short-term focused. Give me the name of one trader that's been successful for more than 1 year. We don't know their names because they don't exist. You got to be long-term focused. Founders are long-term focused. When founders leave, what happens is the next CEO, she or he, doesn't run the company from a long-term perspective. Who are they accountable to? Well, they're accountable to Wall Street if the company's public. What does Wall Street want? Very good earnings every quarter. So the CEO then runs the company for the short term. They change strategies a lot. And the CEO is accountable to the board as well. The founder was accountable to the board as well, but the founder got a lot more leeway because the founder is that company, right? So, when a founder leaves a company, and I wrote an article about this in VentureBeat. If you go to VentureBeat's website, when I worked full-time in VC, I wrote an article called "When a Founder Leaves a Company, Investors Should Run for the Exit." Because when a founder leaves, all you're focused on as an executive is climbing that corporate ladder. Right? That's all you care about. So you're not going to innovate to create a cool new product. That's a risk. Because if you take a risk and you fail, you're not climbing the ladder anymore. And if you are successful, you're not really going to get paid as much as you should. The moral hazard is go to a startup and start your own company if you want to innovate anyway. And it's awful. Bureaucracy kills big companies, and it's maddening, and it's frustrating. And we had a couple of people on this call earlier on saying they're frustrated at work. I bet you work in a big bureaucracy, and it pisses you off that it's not a meritocracy, meaning you don't eat what you kill. The people that make it to the next level and get raises are quite often the ones that play the political game the best, which is ridiculous and total BS. And I had a good friend that worked at Hewlett-Packard for years. And he said, "Hey, Chris, I want to leave HP. I've been there for more than 20 years, and I'd love to get your help with my resume, please." I said, "Of course, dude, I'm there for you. Let's do this." And so I sat down with him and I said, "What would you say is something you've learned over the past 20 years at HP?" And he said something that broke my heart. He said, "Well, the thing I've really only learned is how to navigate Hewlett-Packard politics. And that's not a portable skill set." So anyway, I think when founders leave a company, you got to run for the exits. And turnarounds usually don't work in tech. 1 or 2 work every decade, but 99% of the time, they just don't work. They don't work. And so if you're frustrated and you work at a big bureaucracy, that's a good thing, because that will force you to reinvent yourself and start your own company, start a side hustle, or leave for a better job.